Hi everyone, I'm back for a new Flosstube video. It's the end of April almost, and it's time to show you what my progress was for this month. It's been quite a good month. I have some finishes, always nice to have some finishes, and some good progress on other projects. I didn't work on so many things I would have liked, because I started a new job and this takes time away from stitching, but still worked out pretty good in the end with the things I did accomplish. So first I'm going to show you a finish. So you may remember that last month I showed you Taddy Teddy, that I was almost finished with it except for the back stitching, and I got the horror of the back stitching done. It was an absolute nightmare. It was so extremely annoying because I don't know if you can see these, but these are all fractional back stitches. Like, they recommend to stitch this on Ada, and I have no clue why, as all the back stitching is done through the middle of, like, right in the middle between where there's no actual hole to puncture through. But I'm very glad how it turned out. It's really cute. Nice Christmas one. I've decided to not stitch, like there was some random French knots here. I decided not to stitch them because I didn't really think they added anything to the piece, and I really like how it turned out like this. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I might do, like my mom suggested, maybe doing a border here and turn it into a flat ornament, because I'm not sure if I'm willing to like go super close to the stitches so that I can create some sort of cutout effect. But yeah, let's see. This is super stiff, Ada, by the way, so I don't know, maybe just some fabric on the back would be nice, and then do a border around it and finish it as a flat ornament would be nice. Or maybe, I was thinking this morning, I have some white frames, maybe I could put it in here. Would fit, would be cute. Just white and white for Christmas. So not sure what I'm gonna do there, but at least I have a finish. And this was finish 6 for the year. So Taddy Teddy Christmas from Cross Stitcher number 179, and this was the Christmas 2006 issue. Finished. Yay for finishes. And then the next thing I did this month, I'm just gonna go in order and what I worked on. So by the way, if I just normally I stitch from my boxes of bobbins. When I'm at home, I stitch from these. I just take whatever I need from these, like most people do, but since I'm quite often not here where all my stitchy stuff is, I just take a bag, like a Ziploc bag, and put everything I need in just one bag. And as you can see, this is a really colorful project I started this month. I love working with these colors. And the project I already sort of announced last time I did the Flosstube video, and it's Mini Cities B, version B, by Satsuma Street. And I got this far. And yes, this is a crazy, this is a hair, first of all. This is a crazy hoop print. I hope I get it out next time I use a hoop a little bit further. But there's 3 pages in the pattern, and I just finished the first full page, and which means there's a very tiny bit of a building here and like half a building here. But yeah, just was easiest. I just finished 1 page and went to a different project. This is stitched on Zweikart Murano and the color anthracite, so which is like, I don't know, how do you translate anthracite? Like dark gray. Let's just call it dark gray. Just, it's in here in Dutch, so I don't know. And I gotta be honest, I really don't know the count, because it says here in centimeters, it's like 6.3 per 1 centimeter, and I don't know how much this is in count. I'm guessing like 18 count, so if it's an even weave, like 36 count, because it's super tiny. And at first when I started stitching Lady Liberty, I was really thinking that this was going to be too small, but when the whole band is there, it turned out pretty nice. So I stitched the from the orange building to right about here. This is all New York, obviously, Lady Liberty in a taxi, and the Empire State Building. And then here is a very tiny piece of London, just this purple one. And this is the Notre Dame in Paris. So don't know when I'm gonna pick this up again, but I think I might continue like this side and finish Paris first and then go the other side. So it's just basically one long row. But yeah, it's super colorful. Really, really, really like this. And it was fun to work on, although these big blocks of color can sometimes be like kind of bitchy, but I love how it turns out, especially with the crown here from Lady Liberty and all the fun colors, like I said, although this looks nothing like the colors in the Empire State Building. Just, she went a little bit crazy with the colors. So yeah, I'm not sure, like I said, when I'm gonna continue working on this, but it was fun. It took kind of long too. Guess I took like after finishing Tatty Teddy, which I did early on in April, I took more than, I guess, 2 weeks to finish this, but you know, this is life. And so this was a new start in April, and another new start in April was this cutie guy, Arctic Circle Santa number 2. This is the Greenland Santa, and in an earlier video I showed you that I finished this guy, and now I started this one, the Greenland Santa, and I did not only start it, but I finished it. Yay! So completely stitched it this month, did all the beading, and made it into an FFO right away, and it can go on the Christmas tree. I used red felt. I just bought like a piece of felt, cut it out, like cut a square first obviously, and then glued it on. I used special, this is German, so I don't know if you could get it, this brand. It's Uhu Creative, and this is especially for fabrics, felt, and ribbons, which I thought was appropriate since this is felt and this is ribbon or textile. So it is white when it comes out, but it dries basically without a color. So even on some places it got through the cardboard, so in the middle here a little bit, and there with the horns it came through, but you cannot see anything at all anymore. So really happy. And I know that some glues actually disintegrate the thread, the floss, so I didn't want to use these glues, so I'm happy that I picked this one. So this is my fully finished Greenland Santa, which I'm really pleased with, and I realized I freaking love beading. I love it so much. I just so enjoy to see these beads like make the thing pop. It looks even better than on the picture. I must say this was so much easier to stitch than the one with the polar bear, because the polar bear was just a pain to stitch with all the white. And this time I was, let me check where I put it, a little bit smarter too, because I had a pretty big struggle last time with separating the threads every time. So this time I just made my own thread card with the colors separated and the symbols, because Mail Hill kits are not separated. They come just in 2 bundles or 1 bundle of floss, and I have a very hard time differentiating between white, very light gray, then medium gray, dark gray, and very dark gray. Especially between the white and the very light gray, I had so much trouble with last time, and I'm pretty sure I messed them up in the polar bear. The polar bear looks fine, but still I was kind of annoyed that I couldn't get this right. So the first thing I did was make my own floss card, and it worked like a charm. I still have quite some left over, so except for the white, because I used the white to make the hanger. So I don't have any white left over. But I'm just gonna keep this. It's gonna go in a box with all of my other threads. And occasionally I go in there if I just need a red, or if I'm doing something simple, I will use this. Just one thing I need to find a solution for is the beads that I still have left over, because this is quite a lot of beads actually. Here, also this package, and they're really nice too. Very nice colors. There's a very nice red called elderberry, which I really like. Yeah, it's not going to focus, but at least you get the color a little bit. I don't know what to do with the beads yet, because I really would like to separate them out, because Mill Hill gives you, obviously, their bead numbers, so, which would save if I ever have to buy beads in this color for a project. I could just use these first. But I'm not quite sure how to do this yet, because I can for the life of me not find a tray that is affordable. I've seen all these bead trays that most of you guys use with the white background, and you have just these little like drawers, little clear acrylic, how do you call these, little clear acrylic like things that come out. My words are failing me today. And you just pop them open and you have the beads there. I would like to get this, but Amazon Holland and Amazon Germany carry them only for like over 50 euros, and I'm not going to pay 50 euros for a bead storage, unfortunately. I don't have enough beads yet to do this, maybe in the future, but I would really like to find something now, but I don't have it. So, long story short, I need bead storage. So, this was, one more time, my start and finish for this month. Arctic Circle Santa, Greenland Santa. So, I have now 2 Mill Hill Santas finished this year. And I guess my 3rd Christmas-related stitching project. And one more time, getting back to reusing old floss, or using older floss. This is a floss card that came with my Anne of Green Gables project from Soda Stitch that I finished last month. And these are all DMC numbers. I don't know if they're DMC thread. I think they are, because they feel really nice, so I guess they're DMC. But some of the colors were called for in my Mini Cities B project. So I just pulled the colors from here. So for example, I had still some 747, which is a light blue left over. And I just used it in this. So why not? Because if I have it, then I might as well use it. And I guess it was, let me see, this color, like the base color here, that I could still use. So yeah. Yeah, and I'm just trying, like, if I need a 310 somewhere, or on the chart I just marked which ones I have on here. So, that if one of these colors pop up, I can just take them from here first and then use my normal DMC, and I will do this in the future until this is empty, because I just find it a waste. Like, I have a full box of leftover threads from kits already, and I didn't even finish so many kits, because especially like when I know it's DMC, okay, it's fine, I can use it. But for the Dimensions kits, I have so many threads left over from there, and I guess the only thing I can really do is find a conversion from Dimensions thread to DMC and use it like this, or restitch some things, because I, for example, lost one thing I stitched, so maybe I should just restitch it with the leftover threads. Or I don't know, I'm not quite sure yet what to do with this. Or maybe get my hands on maybe someone selling just a dimensions pattern on eBay, having already finished a kit, and use some of the colors for this because I'm getting more and more colors, so I'm not sure what to do with these, but I would hate for them to go to waste there in this box, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll find a use for it. And then the last project I worked on, just a tiny bit, because after having done all the other things, like 2 starts and also 2 finishes, I did not have super much time left over. I worked on this Lennart kit, Moorish woman, which is incredibly beautiful. And the chart is, oh my god, it's big, but it's not only big in the sense like you have to stitch all of this. It is also printed on the largest paper and in the largest print I've ever seen. It's 2, I guess comes first, A3 or A5? Like the one bigger than A4 twice. This is the entire chart, and it's so big and it's so cumbersome to work with. So I might just put part of it under the scanner and get a little bit smaller working copy, which I actually should have done earlier, I now realize, but hey, there's always later. So this comes with dyed fabric, and sorry, my hoop's still in because I was too lazy to take out, but this is the fabric, so it's also pretty big fabric, and I loved how they marked it that this is the middle, and I guess they've done this here, yeah, this, so the only thing you really have to do is like go with a ruler or whatever you want and just mark it. I left my hoop in, but basically everything I did is in the hoop. And yes, there's still thread hanging there, sorry. But yeah, so I started on the woman's face, and most of it was already done. I didn't do so much. I guess I worked 6 or 7 strands of different colors in, so I did some of the white here. A little bit closer maybe helps. Some of the white here. I did some of the filling in her face, some of the dark brown here, and the yellow went to her earring. This is basically what I did for the Moorish woman. Yeah, since I have the hoop, it's much nicer to work because I can just hold it like this and not having to worry so much about the enormous amount of fabric and keeping it taut. So I'm thinking I might buy a new hoop because this is a really cheapy plastic hoop I found at like a dollar store. Not a dollar, but the equivalent we have here. So not sure, I might just buy a new one. But for now, it's been working. So not so much progress on this one. But a stitch is a stitch. And especially considering how big this thing is, I'm just working on this part. And there's still like the entire lady to do. And this freaking big column. Like, this column is enormous. Like, OMG, this is so big. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stitch it, but it looks daunting. Maybe just a little bit at a time. So, Lennart. Oh, I managed to get this for a bargain, though, because Lennart kits are notoriously expensive. Like, I've seen kits that go up to 99, 100 euros. I don't know why I said 99 first. Like, 100 euros. And I managed, I guess the retail price for this is over 60, and I managed to get it for 35. This is the only reason I bought it, because yes, it's gorgeous, but 60 euros for a kit is so expensive, and I know I'll be working on it for quite some time, and then 60 euros is not so much, but really you can get so many things for 60 euros stitching wise sometimes. I mean, if you want to kit up a chatelaine, 60 euros is like poof, gone. But you know, with charts and other kits. Right? So I was happy that I could snatch this for a bargain. So, but, oh no, the chart is here. Let me take out the chart first before I show it. Sorry for the wrinkling. But look at how much floss I got with it, though. So much nice floss and colors, and it's so beautiful. So the colors are amazing though. Like, I especially like these color combos, like the blues and the reds here. So beautiful. And the cards are pretty nice too, so I might just reuse them once I'm done. Because I'm gonna be guessing that I have some thread left over from this too. And let me just check on the chart real quick if they give... No, they don't give numbers, so I don't know if I can reuse it, but this is the size of 1/2 of the chart. I'm not showing you the chart because it's on the other side, but just to give you an idea, it can cover like all of this. It's super big. Don't know why they made it so big. It's like 4 A4 sizes times 2. No, it's even more. It's like 8 times A4 times 2, like 16 A4s. Whoa, this is big. And then I'm coming to haul for this month. I don't know if I showed this already. It could be, but if I did, then here it is again. And if I didn't, then here it is. So I was at a thrift store and I got this needlepoint kit by Dimensions for, you see it, the big price of 80 euro cents. It's called Dance of the Dolphins and it's made with wool yarn and cotton thread. And it's done on this super, yeah, like cotton canvas, like 12 mesh, whatever this means. So yeah, it looks like this, unopened. Nice find. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this, but I just thought for 80 cents I can always take it and see what I do with this, and if not, I can just make someone else happy with this or sell it. I don't know. We'll see if I work on this or not, because I don't have really anything with dolphins, but it might be a fun little project to work on. So I figured this wouldn't take too long to make, as it's not so big. It's like 5 by 5 inches, so 13 by 13 centimeters, which is not so big. And it's also pre-printed, so hello, super easy to make. Although it has a ton of French knots. I don't know if you can see, but here, these are all French knots. Not my best friends, people. I don't like French knots so much. So I also finally got my order from Brooks Books Etsy page, and I know that all of you know these value packs by now, but the Brooks Books Etsy page has value packs. They have 3 different ones, no more, but the 3 popular ones, I guess, are the witches, the spirits, I think, and the fairies. Yes. I had never ordered from Etsy before. So, yeah, except for like a downloadable pattern, the PDF. So I got this in the email, obviously, so didn't really have to do anything for it. So this was the first time I really ordered anything through Etsy. And I decided to get the Witches pack. So in this are, I counted yesterday, I thought like 10 or 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. 10 witches that Brooks Books has out. And they're just coming in one package. Like, where is it? One plastic. We're all in like this. So, pretty good. The printing is okay. Yeah, I can read it. So, I might have to make some working copies because it is kind of tiny. So, I might have to enlarge it a little bit, but it's readable. So, I'm just going to quickly show you which ones these are. So, this is Annie, the Autumn Witch. This is Fauna, the Fairy Witch, which I like with this owl. Just in general, I just like this one a lot. And then I have Whoops. Fiona the Fae with this fun spider. And I really like working on perforated paper for some reason, because, I don't know, it's just easy to work on. And you can do fun stuff with creating three-dimensional things. And just if I'm showing you, the backside is just like a list of all the flosses, making sure I'm not showing any chart. And then we have Gwendolyn the Great, also cute, the frog. Hannah the Happy, which really fits very well to Gwendolyn the Great, especially color-wise. And then one of my favorites, Polly the Pirate Witch, and I don't know why I like her so much. Guess maybe the colors, or the crazy broom, which I guess are, the broom must be Krennic. Yes, gold Krennic. This is a lot of Krennic in this broom, but she looks awesome. And then I have Sadie the Spring Witch with her multicolor broom. This looks like a variegated thread, but it could just also be multiples of one of the threads called for. Then I have Sandy the Summer Witch. She's cute too. Very holiday-esque, like summer holiday-esque. And after summer comes obviously Trixie, the Halloween Witch. She is rocking it with her pumpkin and cat. And the last one is also one of my favorites, Wendy the Winter Witch. I just like the colors a lot. I'm not usually a very big fan of blue, but I guess since most of our house here is blue, like my parents' place, my mother loves blue, so it's kind of everywhere. This is kind of the color she likes most. Maybe it's kind of gotten a hold of me a little bit too over the years. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this. 10 charts. I guess I have most of the DMC that I need for this. I just don't have any of the perforated paper. So I'm not sure when any of these are going to happen. But let's see. Put them back in. Nice to keep them like this too, because the front is not attached to the rest of the chart, so don't want to lose the combo. And then the last thing I got is my first order from Chaudhry Designs. I'm very, very, very happy with this order. I ordered the March 2017 limited edition fabric, and it's gonna be like it's gonna look white to you, but yes, it looks white. Or I don't know what it looks like, a little bit pink. It is not though. It is very softly modeled with pinks, yellows, and greens, and I really, really like it. Like maybe you can see it a little bit here. Yellow, pink, I don't know, can you? Yeah, yellow and pink. I'm very happy with this. It's very neutral, not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I must say I did think from the pictures that it was going to be a little bit more colored than it is. It's called Dawn of Spring, so it's supposed to be very neutral, I guess, because, you know, the dawn of the spring. I see the color modeling more than you see it on the camera, but still. Maybe a little bit more modeling expected, but still very happy with this. I picked an 18 by 26 inch piece of 28 count Brittany. Never worked on Brittany. Yeah, it looks like good even weave. So maybe next time I should, maybe just also because it was such light colors, or I don't know. Still a very lovely piece of fabric. Don't know yet what I'm going to do on it. Maybe a nice Joan Elliott perhaps. And then I also ordered just some threads. Like these are my first hand-dyed threads, also both from Jodrey. These are the limited edition threads Dawn of Spring, and this is more what I expected maybe for the fabric too, because these are gorgeous. I got 2 of them. They're so gorgeous. And then I got 2 of the number 79 Café au lait from the normal range. They are brown, yeah, like really like coffee with a little bit of a reddish tint in it. I actually bought these for a project I want to do for my father. Now that I've seen them, I'm not quite sure if it is exactly the color I want it, because it looks a little bit less brown, variegated brown than I want. Not that the variegation is not visible. It is, but it's just like different tints than what I wanted. But if I don't use them for this project, I will use them for something else. So very happy with my first threads from Jodrey. Right now I'm still waiting on 2 orders. I did an order at Crafty Kitten for, I guess, the February fabric of the month, and I still haven't gotten it. And I got an email from her 2-3 weeks ago stating that she had fallen behind and that she was gonna make sure they were getting out this week, but I also haven't gotten an invoice for the March fabric or the April fabric, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I know I did pay for the fabric of the month of February, so I'm really hoping I'm gonna get that soon. And I signed up for the club too, so not sure what's going on there, but if it takes like a week longer, I'm just gonna write her an email and ask what's going on so that I know where my things are staying. And I placed another order with Jodrey Designs. I I participated in her lottery. She had some leftover fabric pieces, limited edition from previous months still left over, and she did a lottery on her Facebook page where you could just comment and say me, and you could be drawn to buy the fabric. And I was drawn for the fabric of February 2017, so February of this year. And it's a beautiful, beautiful dark purple fabric, which I bought. And it's the opal version, so even better. And obviously I didn't have any influence over the count or the fact if it was opal or not, or the size, as it was just leftover pieces. But I'm happy with how big it was. And then I bought some fabric and some floss as well. I bought the 2 flosses that were going out of stock, like not going out of stock, but going out of business, are going to be retired, because she's taking out 2 colors that, I don't know, like she wants to have new colors in her regular line, so 2 are being retired. So I bought these 2 so that I would have them. So this is coming in, hopefully. It's gonna be sent to my Germany address, so I should have it next time I'm in Germany. Maybe we'll do a Flosstube video there too when I get these. So the only plan right now is that I don't really have a plan. I'm still very, very, very much debating participating in Stitch Mania this year. I think I would have enough projects to start. Maybe I'm gonna do a little bit different, like work on 5 whips and work on 5 new starts, since I still have over 20 whips and I feel kind of uncomfortable starting all like 50 new pieces while I still have 20. And I would really like to get 2 or 3 things finished in May. So, and this is not going to happen if I work on 15 new things, unless I only work them for an hour and then the rest of the time work on 2 other things. So at least I'm allowing myself to kit up 2 new things again for the in the last video. I explained how I kind of like treat myself. Fabrics and things are usually like hand-dyed fabrics and hand-dyed threads that are limited edition are usually not counted with this, because I don't know with hand-dyeds when I need them, and I don't want to miss out on an awesome piece of fabric just because I cannot kit something up for myself. But buying DMC thread or Krennic or beads or neutral fabrics or anything of this sort, or chart even, for a project I want to start or want to make, I have to earn. So I basically have a system where, for example, for this one I earn a new kitting up / start project, which means if I already have everything, cool, I can just start it right away, and else I let myself kit it up. I try to be like in the same line. So for example, this was a magazine chart, which means I'm gonna now start kitting up another magazine chart. I haven't decided yet which one's that gonna be, because I'm now putting everything in my cross stitch app, like all the magazine charts I'm now putting in my cross stitch app. But I have enough I like, so I'm probably gonna decide later today what I'm gonna do. And then for the Mill Hill, I finished this cutie guy, which you probably haven't forgotten in the 20 minutes since I showed it the first time. I'm gonna let myself start the next one in the series, which is Arctic Circle Santa, Lapland Santa. Oh, sorry for the glare. Which is the third and final one in these Arctic Circle Santas. The Arctic Circle Santas, by the way, are from 2009. So I can now start and finish this, if I finish it, from now on, because I have a middle finish. And then for every 2 projects I finish, do not only get to kit up / start 2 new ones, I also get to start up a 3rd one from a brand / designer I haven't started anything from before. I also haven't decided for this one. For the last time I could do this, where is it now? I don't know. Oh, here. From the last new designer I earned back in March, I started kitting up Wacky Witches and Stitches by Clouds Factory. Since it's all DMC, I haven't put that in here, but I decided to put it on this lovely lavender haze from the Crafty Kitten, which is a 32 count Jobelin. I've shown it before, and I will show it better again if I decide to start it. But this one's kitted up, basically ready to go. And for the new one now, I haven't gotten a clue yet what I'm gonna allow myself to finish kitting up and then starting. So this is exciting. I have some things I'm looking forward to. The fact that I'm letting myself kitting it up doesn't mean I started right away, or else I would have instantly 3 starts per every 2 finishes. It's just it's ready, it's there if I want to do it, and I always have a pile to pick from that are ready to go. And if I decide that I don't like them anymore at some point, I just switch it around and use the fabric for something else. So I thought this was going to be a short video, but here we are at 40 minutes. This was everything I wanted to show you for this time. I'm gonna use the rest of the day to figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the stitching month, which is only this weekend, I guess, Saturday and Sunday. And what I'm gonna do for Stitch Mania, because I know I want to participate in some form. Not sure yet, so maybe I'm coming back this weekend later with my plans, and if not, you'll see me somewhere in May with my updates and what I've been up to in this time. So without further ado, end of my video. Thank you all, by the way, for liking and subscribing, and I guess before this video went up, I was a little under 600 subscribers, which is crazy, thinking that 600 people subscribe to my videos, like get an email or like pop up that yay, here she is again. So super awesome that you're all doing this, and not sure if I'm gonna do anything. Maybe I'm wait till a little bit later to celebrate, but we'll see. Maybe coming up in a future video. Sorry, like my throat is getting dry, so then you know it's time to go. Oh, by the way, I just want to point out a funny thing. You all might have seen that I have orange nails, and yes, this is already totally busted up, so maybe do it like this. Because yesterday here in Holland was... I'm from Holland, I won't live in Germany now, but still come back for Holland for fun days. So yesterday here, the 27th of April, was King's Day, where we celebrate the birthday of our king. Holland has a royal family. There's just a little history lesson for you. We celebrated his birthday. The whole country goes entirely ballistic. There's parties everywhere. There's fun parades, and the royal family visits a city, and they organize fun stuff. They have festivals. They have markets, like secondhand markets everywhere. Like people sell their stuff on the side of the road. And I was in Amsterdam yesterday with my friends from Germany, and it was awesome. We went into the city first, walked around. Everyone was very festive. Our national colors are officially red, white, and blue in our flag. Red, white, and blue, like the France flag, but then turned. But our royal family is called of orange, so our color we use always with sporting events and with to represent us is orange. So this means you saw so many people wearing orange. I had orange nail polish on, I had orange lipstick, I had orange sunglasses, I wore my football jersey, which was orange, and I had orange shoes on. And this might sound like I was a carnival attraction, but let me tell you, I was not the only one, and definitely not the most orange person yesterday. So we had a lot of fun. We went to a music festival, danced, sang the national anthem, which I could sing and my friends couldn't, but still fun. And generally just had a really fun day celebrating this birthday of my king, and just having a happy time with everyone, and have a reason to dress up in orange, because everyone should be able to dress up in orange every day, but still, people look at you funny when you wear orange sometimes. But yesterday I could, for a good reason. So, history lesson done. I'm now gonna do some more stitching stuff and make sure that this mess around me gets cleaned up. So hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you having your plans together for Mania. If you're participating or if you're doing any other stitching stuff, have fun. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!